For 12 years, one family has been waiting for justice after their loved one was murdered in Portland back in 2011. Good evening, and thanks for joining us here on News Center Maine at 5:30. I'm Zach Blanchard.
And I'm Chris Costa. Today, a judge sentenced Abdi Awad to 11 years in prison for shooting and killing Allen MacLean. For 10 years, there were no developments in the case until August of 2021, when police charged Awad with murder. And at that time, Awad was already behind bars serving a 25-year prison sentence for assault. News Center Maine's Sam Olson joins us now with the details. Hi, Sam.
Chris and Zach, emotions were high in the courtroom today. Last month, Awad pleaded guilty to the 2011 murder. Today, the judge accepting a plea agreement of 30 years with all but 11 years suspended. But today's sentencing was anything but typical. Defense attorney Vern Parody saying in his 24 years of being an attorney, he's never seen a defendant have so much support.
Abdi is a perfect example of how you can transform your life when you engage.
A life which, for the past 12 years, has meant a prison cell for Abdi Awad, serving time for a different crime. People closest to him say he's not the same man who walked into prison all those years ago.
And in my experience, of the 1,000 people that were at the prison, there was maybe a dozen that were trying to better themselves and trying to create a better environment for the rest of the people that were there. And he was one of them.
Awad's transformation was the focal point of today's sentencing, as several people, many of them college professors or colleagues, asking the judge to accept the plea agreement.
Across all of these spaces that I have been with Abdi in, I have seen him bring light and love and truly peace to these communities.
Allen MacLean is dead.
But there were those who told the judge, regardless of the man Awad is now, the man he killed, Allen MacLean, should not be forgotten.
This guy's going to get out in 11 years. It just doesn't seem like justice to me.
Justice that may never have been served if the case had gone to trial. Deputy District Attorney Jennifer Ackerman admitting it would have been a risk going to trial because the quality of the evidence can degrade over the span of 12 years.
This plea agreement and the sentence that was reached certainly pales in comparison to what he should receive for taking another person's life.
While nothing can ever change what he did on that August day in 2011, people closest to him say Awad has a promising future ahead once he pays the price.
Abdi is the most peaceful person that I know. And I know that that's hard to believe considering the mistakes that he's made as a young man. But I would also like to offer to the court that I made many mistakes as a young man too.
Brandon Brown was once in Awad's shoes. He committed a crime in 2008 and served prison time, which is where the two men met.
The purpose of our system is to encourage people to confront the harms that they've committed, take responsibility for them, hold themselves accountable, and in light of the weight of that process, to change their lives for the better.
And he believes that's exactly what this man has done.
I accept my faith. I accept my faith in my sentence, and this will not stop me continuing improving myself.
The victim's family says they were relieved when Awad entered a plea deal so they didn't have to sit through trial and relive the trauma that they've dealt with for more than a decade, knowing the person responsible was still out there. Chris and Zach.
All right, Sam Olson in the studio tonight. Thanks so much.